Title: Hashtag My Cheating Wife Said, "Go ahead, move out." So I did. Days later, her father stormed into her house screaming, "Do you know what he just did?" Start: I still hear her voice, cold, flat, almost daring me. Go ahead, move out. She said it like my absence meant nothing, like years of sacrifice, loyalty, and love could be discarded with a smirk. That moment burned itself into me. I didn't argue, I didn't beg. I simply nodded, turned, and carried silence like a blade. But she had no idea what silence can do. There was a time I worshipped the ground she walked on. Late nights when she couldn't sleep, I held her. Early mornings, I brewed her coffee before my own. When she dreamed of opening a boutique, I drained my savings to make it real. I believed in us, believed she was my anchor. But I was wrong. The first cracks appeared subtle. Her phone turned face down. Late-night girls' dinners she returned from smelling like cologne I didn't own. A distance in her laugh. I buried suspicion at first, told myself I was paranoid. That's the thing about betrayal. It doesn't strike suddenly. It erodes you, grain by grain, until one day the floor vanishes. The truth came on a Tuesday. Her phone buzzed while she was in the shower. I never snooped before, but something in me twitched. I picked it up. One message, one sentence. From him: "Last night was worth every risk. Can't wait for Friday." The world tilted. My chest felt hollow. And then I laughed. Not because it was funny, because the pain was too sharp to bleed. I slipped the phone back, careful not to leave a trace. That's when I knew. She thought she was clever, but I'm patient, and patience is deadly. I didn't scream, I didn't confront her. I played the fool, the loyal husband. She underestimated how well I could act. At night, when she slept, I studied. Bank accounts, emails, property deeds. I pulled every string of our shared life and rewound it into my hands. Quietly, I met with a lawyer. We drew up divorce papers that cut her out clean. The boutique? In my name. The house? Mine too. Her financial safety net? Gone with a signature. I also started documenting. Photos, messages, GPS logs from the tracker I slipped into her car. Every lie she told became a nail in her coffin. And I reached out to her father, a man of old-school pride. He had invested money in our house, helped us start. I told him nothing at first, only hinted. I wanted the explosion to come at the right time. Revenge isn't rage, it's architecture. The day I moved out, I made sure she saw the duffel bag in my hand. She thought she had won, that I was slinking away, broken. Inside the bag? Just clothes. But the real weight I carried was the evidence I had stacked neatly in folders. 2 days later, I filed everything with the court. Divorce, asset transfer, adultery evidence. Every motion locked her out of the life she thought she controlled. She didn't even know yet. Papers move quietly before they roar. I also scheduled one final delivery, to her father. It was a Saturday morning when it happened. I wasn't there. I didn't need to be. I'd set the stage and left. Her father stormed into her house, voice thunder. I'm told the walls shook when he roared, "Do you know what he just did?" He threw the folder on her table. Photos, messages, legal papers. Her betrayal exposed not by me, but by her own father's fury. Neighbors heard the shouting. They saw her father pointing at her, face red with shame and rage. They heard her crying, begging, swearing it was a mistake. But mistakes don't erase signatures, don't undo transfers, don't erase proof. By the time I returned later that week, she was a ghost of herself. She called me dozens of times, first with anger, then with tears. finally with silence. But the line had already been cut. The house was mine. The boutique legally dissolved. The bank accounts frozen to her name. She had nothing but the man she cheated with, and I knew he would vanish now that her world was ashes. Her father never looked at her the same again. His shame was worse than mine. In his eyes, she hadn't just betrayed me, she had disgraced him. I don't tell this story to gloat. I tell it because people think betrayal leaves the victim weak. They think walking away is surrender. But sometimes walking away is the sharpest blade. She told me, "Go ahead, move out." So I did. But when I moved, I took everything with me. Her comfort, her pride, her mask. And in the quiet aftermath, I realized something. Revenge doesn't heal you. It doesn't erase the hurt. It just ensures the one who broke you never walks away untouched. And that's enough.